Hello and welcome to week 4. We're going to get started on reading language arts. Week 4, and it's going to tell you to go to page. Right now I'm on table of contents, reading language arts. Go to page 19. Week 4, day 1. We're going to start with the 2 skill building activities. On page 48, count the words. Count the words. Have your child count the number of words in a spoken sentence. Say a sentence. For example, let's go to the park. Have your child tell you the number of words in the sentence. Then you're going to switch roles, allowing your child to give you the sentence, and then you have to say the number of words it contains. So let's start off with, let's go to the park. 5 words in that sentence. Next one. I need more water. I need more water. 4. This is my chapstick. This is my chapstick. I wonder who's calling my phone. I wonder who is calling my phone. Parents, your turn to try. Next skill building activity is page 50. And words in the world. Point out the letter, sound, relationship to your child. Your child is learning on food labels, boxes, newspaper, and magazines, and signs. For instance, ask your child, what sound does this letter make? Practice writing and reading letters and words. What sound does this letter make? A. What sound does this letter make? B. What sound does this letter make? K. Alright, now that we're done with our 2 activities, we are going to reading and writing. Student's going to choose a book from home, or we can read After Sunset. That's on page 96. Parents, don't forget to ask the student to start with the cover of the book and flip through each page and ask the student to describe what is happening in the book. If it is an informational text, the student can describe what they will learn about from each page. Parents, ask the students to draw and write about the story they made up by looking at the pictures. So let's go to page 96.
John Erickson, illustrated by Bradley Clark. Hey, come watch the sunset, I called to my little sister. We watched as the sky got darker. Some pigeons flew by. I guess they're finding a place to rest for the night, I said. Let's go inside, said my sister. It's getting dark and we won't be able to see anything. Just wait, I said. There's a lot to see after sunset. We watched the sky until the sun was below the horizon. A few bright stars appeared. Where did the stars come from? My sister asked. The stars are just there, I said. But they weren't there a little while ago, she said. Is that what you think? I asked her. The pigeons go rest at nighttime and come out in the daytime, she answered. Do the stars go somewhere in the daytime and come out at nighttime? I said, the stars are hard to see in the daytime, but they are still there. When the sky is bright with sunlight, you can't see stars. When the sky gets darker, the stars look brighter. Look at the sky now. We could see many more stars. As we looked up, we saw the blinking lights of an airplane. Airplanes aren't like stars or pigeons, said my sister. You could see them in the daytime when the sky is bright, and you could see them at nighttime when the sky is dark. You're right, I answered. Stars and pigeons and airplanes are not alike, but they are all things we see in the sky, my sister added. Where is the moon? My sister asked. I can't see it. I'm not sure, I said, but I like it when the moon is not in the sky at night. I can see the stars better. Isn't the moon in the sky every night? She asked. No, I told her. Some nights we don't see the moon at all. Sometimes we see the moon in the daytime instead. Suddenly, we saw a streak of light in the sky. "Oh, a meteor," I said. "That was cool," she said. "Will we see another one?" "I don't know," I told her. "I don't think you can predict a meteor, but I do know we'll see the moon again one night soon." A dark shape flew over our heads. My sister said, "Did you see that bat?" "You were right, there is a lot to see after sunset." I pointed to the sky again. "Do you see that bright light?" "Yeah," she said. "Is it a star?" "No," I replied. "It's a planet. I think that one is Jupiter." "I've heard of Jupiter," she said, "and other planets like Venus and Mars. Can we see those?" I'm not sure. I don't know if they are in the sky right now." Then I remembered something. "There is one other planet that I know you can see. Look down. That's planet Earth." "It's funny to think that Earth is a planet," said my sister. "It's not up in the sky." "Right," I said. "We are standing on Earth, but if we were in space, it would look different." Then I saw something that I don't see very often. It was the perfect time to see it. "This is your lucky night," I said. "Look at that bright light moving across the sky." "Keep watching," I said. "It's not blinking or making any noise like an airplane." "What is it?" my sister asked. "It's a space station," I told her. "It's farther away from Earth than any birds or airplanes. Much farther. It's so far from Earth that they can look out and see that Earth is a planet in space, just like Jupiter's and Mars." "There are people up there?" she asked. "Yes," I answered. "Rockets take people up to the space station to live." "The space station has windows so the people can look down at Earth," I said. "They take pictures so we can see what Earth looks like from space." My sister said, "I wonder what they see." "Hey, come over and see the sunset."
We finished with our 2 activities and reading the book. So we are done with week 4, day 1, reading language arts. Let's move on to math. I am on page 32 for week 4, day 1 on the subject of math. So we are going to work on lesson 16, word problem, and that's on page 183. Don't forget that the word problem includes the answer and example of what student work should look like. After that, parents, you're going to go to page 220, problem set 16. Here we are. You're going to work on pages 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Stay tuned for the word problem of the day. There were 16 coats on the rack. 9 students took their coats to go outside. How many coats were still on the rack? Alright, so let's write down the number that we started off with, which was 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there were 16. 9 of them are out because 9 students took them out. So I'm going to scratch out 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these right here are left. These are out. So 16 minus 9 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 16 minus 9 equals 7. But before we finish, let's break apart the 16. There's 10 in 16. 10. How many more do we need to make 16? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 6 more. So 10 and 6 make 16. So how many are left? How many quotes are left on the rack? There are 7 quotes on the rack. For math, week 4, day 1, we finished with word problem 16. I showed you the problem set 16, that's on page 220. So we're checking off day 1, week 4. Stay on for science and social studies. Alright, so I am on page 40, week 4, day 1, science and social studies. We're going to read the camouflage background information. Parents, you're going to read it to them on page 314. After that, you're going to say to your child, make up an imaginary animal that uses camouflage. Draw or write about our animal. Name your animal and describe how they use camouflage to survive in their environment. So let's go to page 314. Parents, you're going to read all about the camouflage to the students. After that, stay tuned for Brain Pop videos. Once you're done doing both of those, you're done with week 4, day 1 of science and social studies. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I'm trying to blend in with the beanbags. If Mr. Patchouli can't see me, then he can't make me alphabetize the books. Of course it's gonna work. I'm using camouflage. I think. What is camouflage exactly? Hey, where are all the animals? I bet they're hiding. But where? Wow, that insect looks just like a leaf. Animals use camouflage to hide from predators. You know, the animals that hunt them. Well, camouflage is how an animal blends into its environment. Camouflage is pretty cool, huh, Moby? I didn't even see that bird. I guess predators use camouflage too. It helps them stay hidden while they hunt prey. I know lots of predators and prey that use camouflage. Wolves and deer have fur that help them blend into the forest. And both alligators and frogs blend into swamps and ponds. And it's hard to see snakes and mice in the desert because they blend into the sand. But I've definitely seen animals that can change color too. Why do some animals change color? Look, that octopus is changing colors. It looks just like a rock. And that flatfish changed color to look just like sand. I guess some animals change colors so they can match their environment. When their environment changes, they change too. Moby, leave it alone. You know we're not supposed to touch animals in the wild. It's okay. Hey, that chameleon changed colors, but now it's easier to see. That's not very good camouflage. It looks angry, too. Maybe it's changing colors to show that it's angry, not to be camouflaged. You know, like how I turn red when I get angry? That chameleon changed colors really fast. But I know other animals that change slowly, as the weather changes. Why do some animals change colors in different seasons? The Arctic fox's fur is brown so it can hide in the forest, but in the winter it'll get cold and snowy. The Arctic fox's coat turns white, so it can blend into its environment. Some owls, rabbits, and wolves can change color for the winter. Not every animal can change colors to stay hidden. There must be other tricks. How do animals confuse other animals? Cool, look at how those zebra stripes make them blend together as a group. It's probably hard for a predator to pick out just one animal to attack. Hey, a butterfly. I wonder how it stays safe. Wow, that butterfly looks like it has eyes on its wings. I guess it uses the spots to scare off animals that want to eat it. What do you think, Moby? Moby? Where'd you go? Nice camouflage, Moby, but you still gotta help me alphabetize these books.